Big room, small room, outside, on the street, I don't care. I'm very happy to play for you. And I never take any of these shows for granted because it's been a long journey for me, and I sucked so long at this. I'm not saying I don't suck now. I'm just saying you should have seen it. So a show like tonight is very special to me because I spent many years driving around this country in my Astro van, playing coffee shops and bars to either 0 people or 1 people. And let me tell you something, Philly, it is much easier to sing to 0 people than 1 person. People don't know that. It seems like the more people, the easier, but that is where it happens, man. Like, if a tree falls in the woods and no one's around to hear it, does it make a sound? Who knows? We don't know. But if 1 person's around to hear it, it makes an awkward sound. Trust me. Socially, it's just a weird thing that our society has not really figured out how to deal with, okay? Because maybe you guys have been there before. It's like it's awkward, and if you're the one in the audience, you can't leave till somebody else comes. I didn't make the rules, that's just how it is. That person is held captive. And they don't want to be there. It's awkward. I did a lot of those, and they always would want to they'd say something nice at the end to make sure you didn't feel bad, you know? They'd say something like, oh man, you're good, don't worry about it. Thanks. I remember one guy, he's like, John, don't feel bad, you know, sound waves last for like hundreds of years. And even though no one's in this room right now, at some point this room's going to be full of bodies and those sound waves are going to be going through it. It's going to be beautiful. Does that make you feel better? I was like, yeah, that makes me feel better. But then I talked to a scientist and I found out that's not true at all. He told me sound waves last about 3 seconds. One time, though, I'll never forget, I was in Cedar City, Utah, Southwest Utah, playing in this coffee shop Tuesday night. No one was there. One guy walked in. This poor guy, he just wanted a scone on his Tuesday night. He did not want to be held captive at a folk show for 2 hours, but that's what happened. I didn't want it, he didn't want it. It was just a real weird moment of our social world. And he kept looking at me like, as soon as someone else gets here, I'm leaving. And I was like, no one else is getting here. It's just me and you. And it was. And he sat there for 2 hours, clapped at every song, listened. At the end, he bought a CD. And then he said, do you have anywhere to stay tonight? And I said, clearly I don't. And he said, do you want to stay on my couch? And I said, yes. And I did. Yes. I'll keep those ahs going because it gets even awier. In the morning, he made me breakfast. It was really sweet. And as I remember, even with all his kindness, I was still down on myself because I'd had a lot of these shows and I didn't know what I was doing, and I believed in myself, but nobody else did, and that was really hard. And I'm walking out to my Astro van to drive to another unknown coffee shop night, and I remember he stops me. He says, John, wait, I want you to have something. I turned around, in his hand, he had a $100 bill. He said, take this. And it's sad, but like in a moment of self-doubt and low self-esteem, I was like, I can't accept it. He said, why not? I said, because I'm not good enough. And he said, I'm not giving it to you because you're good. And I was like, okay. He's like, I'm giving it to you so you don't give up. And I was like, oh, I wasn't gonna give up. Man, how bad does it look up there? The point I'm trying to make is that if you have something that you love to do that feels right, you should do it. And who cares whether people come out or not? Because there's one thing I've learned: if you do it with love and with truth, one person turns into 2 people, 2 people turns into 4 people, 4 people turns into 8 people. Next thing you know, you made it down to the big room of World Cafe.